It'll be very nice. With a short break, you can have a chat, a cup of tea, or coffee, or a glass of wine. And then we'll go and let's just call people up individually to do the readings. And that's really nice. It's a very informal evening, very relaxed. So just sit back and relax and enjoy yourselves. And thanks a million for coming along. Thank you. Thanks. Whenever you're ready, folks. Whenever you're ready.
Love me like the words of a poem. Fuck me like Satan wrote them. You tucked me in, I returned the favour. Nothing could touch us except we had never touched.
The darkness didn't lift this morning. It stayed with us, determined to swallow the day. Shadows haunt us. No way of knowing if time will ever restart. No way of knowing if either of us will even survive.
Our lips are so close now. We're not touching, not kissing. Just next to each other, inhaling each other. Feel us, locked eyes not blinking. No movement. Still, I'm in love. Kiss me gently and long.
You want to pull me close, but you don't want this moment to end. So real, so intense, the way you say my name, the way you reach so deep, the very way you seem to know what I'm thinking.
She writes poetry on my skin with her lips, verses of desire engraved across my body. I read them every time she touches me.
I'm in front of you, silent, wordless, my eyes swallowing a word of pain, an ache for you that drowns in unquiet tears.
The dark took you from me last night, held you hostage on the moon, forced me to watch as your life faded before me, taken because you were never mine to keep.
I woke within a dream, a memory. It was only a memory, but it still holds me to ransom. You were gone when I woke in that dream. I couldn't reach you. The ache for your touch left me lying on soaked pillows.
Sit close, let me hold you. Let me make love to you, remind you that you belong to me, that you're mine. Remind you what it feels like to be lonely together.
I want to feel you breathe my name, moan my name as I trap it between our tongues, desperately, like it's our last breath.
Make a wish, my voice trembling as I place the words in your ear and place the penny in your hand. Don't worry, I whisper, I have 1,000 pennies more.
I can't wish. My wishes are empty. The penny in my hand burning me. But I close my eyes, needing you to believe that I believe in wishes.
You're killing me. Coming here then leaving again in the dark of night. Don't go. Stay here, hold me, kiss me. I will return soon. Kiss me hard. Trace my lips along yours. I will return, I will.
Keep the light off. Hurts my eyes. A lot like missing you. But the light only hurts my eyes. Missing you hurts everything.
Maybe you've taken all of my words. Maybe I have none left to describe how I feel about you. Daylight has faded. Dark rests itself over me. Maybe I'll get over you someday and my words will flow again.
It's words that go round and round. I love you. You love me sometimes. You want me. I'm not sure why. It's words that start an argument. I waited for you. You were somewhere else.
Don't do that. Don't turn up unexpected, taking me into a kiss that feels never-ending, till it ends with you walking away again. Don't do that. Don't make love to me, leaving me aching for you. Don't do that. Don't break my heart. I can no longer piece it together.
It's never ending. This, whatever this is, It tortures us, neither of us admitting how much. It cuts us down, bleeds us, till nothing is left except broken memories.
It's 4 a.m. and I sit in the dark, writing in the hope that if I can't see the words, then they won't come to life and choke me.
I love him. No one can hear me because no one's here. But the words linger somewhere above me, waiting like a held breath.
I never wanted to lose you, but you slipped through my fingers when I wasn't looking. You disappeared and I searched the world, but somewhere dark I lost my way, and the fairy tale you told along my skin ended with a broken goodbye.
It's his silence I can't handle. The torture of knowing he has nothing to say. That tears me apart. I need him to speak, yearn for him to know how much I love him, want him to get up and fight for us. But he's silent, so goddamn silent.
I don't want to speak or breathe. I don't want to let it out. It's too painful, as though holding it in would bring you tight against me, as though if I don't, then I'll lose you.
Sometimes it's easy to love him. I fall into him and curl up there. Slow, easy loving that melts me. Little things he does keep me melted. Little things that keep me safe. There are other times. Times I want to cry are the worst. Memories of the little things pain me, until I can neither cry or breathe without him. Times like tonight.
There are times when I can rest and dream of her, her soft cheek on my shoulder, as she fights the demons that sleep brings. Times when I have to pull her closer and she'll sigh and settle there. There are other times I can't get to her, when distance tears us apart and I need to pull her closer, but she's not here, and it hurts so bad, like tonight.
I remember how much I craved him. I wanted to fuck him. I held him against the wall, my mouth on his. Starved of him, I tore at his lips, my hands freeing him of his clothes. The deep need to rid myself of that ache for him.
I trapped her with my stare and undressed her with more than my hands. I stripped her to the core of her soul and began to make love to her. Soft moans fell from her lips, a longing cry for me to stop, a cry for me never to stop.
And I was lost in him, lost in his touch, lost to the heat of his tongue, and all the time he trapped me with his stare.
Her skin cried at the burn of my lips. I felt myself scar the most vulnerable parts of her body, my fingers touching her in places that left her breathless.
When nothing makes sense without him, when your very bones collapse as he pulls you into his arms. My obsession with him is boundless, and bound to him I will always remain.
I am obsessed with her. Her scent, her touch, her everything has become my everything. I feel her melt in my arms, as though her body realigns itself just to fit me.
I remember one of many tears fall on my hand when I reached for him. I wasn't aware of crying. Time had grown so intense. Transfixed, I watched him begin to open the buttons of my shirt, each one telling a story in his eyes.
I was revealing her to myself, my fingers touching every inch of skin I revealed, a journey that was becoming more painful with need. When she was naked, I left her transparent, left her longing for me to lower my lips to hers.
He was lying on the bed, oblivious to my crave for him, his eyes ever so slightly closed. So I climbed on him and watched his stare widen. No words were spoken as I dropped my lips to his. A kiss that started gently at first, our tongues beginning to explore each other. His hands are in my hair, on my face, a touch that takes my skin off. Eyes wide open, we fucked with mouths that hunger for the other. a craving so deep that we fall lost into each other.
Soft velvet moans leave her every time I touch her, and it leaves me longing to touch her more. Her hands were on me, and I wanted them, running my thumbs up and down the centre of her palms. Lifting them to my lips, I kissed each fingertip, ran my tongue along her wrists, those hands that wrote her name on my bones over and over.
I want to tell him, want him to know I'm falling apart, want him to know I need his touch to survive.
I wish she'd say something. Long to hear her say she's missing my arms, or missing me, or anything to break the silence that has fallen between us.
Tears again. He's everywhere. No escape from him. Sometimes I try to escape, but within seconds panic kicks in, an obsession is, and I can never escape, never want to escape.
She is so far away, yet I can read her pain. I feel her pain, feel her struggling without me. I'm struggling too, and it hurts. Hurts like fuck.
Every night I hear him, hear his voice fold over me like a blanket. The softest I love you ever whispered. The saddest sound of losing him, of a heart bleeding out.
Every night I hear her voice like a lullaby. The softest I love you ever whispered. The saddest sound of yesterday, of a heart bleeding out. That's it.
So thank you very much, Lorne and Valerie. That piece was entitled Obsession, and I think you'll agree it was very passionate and very, very lyrical piece, and a little bit unusual from what we usually hear.